This is a screencast for LIT234 Renaissance Literature. LIT234 is a core module for single honours students and an optional module for joint honours students. My name is Emma Rattigan and I will be convening the module. I'm a lecturer in early modern literature here at Sheffield. My research focuses on 16th and 17th century writing, and I have a particular interest in John Donne, religious writing and cultures of performance. The module is a team-taught module, and the other members of the teaching team are Dr. Marcus Nevitt, Dr. Tom Rutter and Dr. Rachel Stenner. The module explores literature written in the 16th and the first half of the 17th century. We look at a wide range of literary forms and genres, moving between poetry, prose and drama, and you get the opportunity to read a broad range of writers. This includes canonical authors such as John Donne, Christopher Marlowe and William Shakespeare, but we also introduce some less widely known writers such as the women writers Mary Roth and Amelia Lanier. And throughout the module we encourage you to think about the relationships between canonical and non-canonical writers, and to question why critics have valued particular authors and texts. So to give you a taste of the module, I've picked out 4 key themes. And the first is the question we start with in week 1. What is the place of literature in this period? One of the writers we look at, Philip Sidney, sets out some of the terms of this debate when he argues that poetry should both profit and delight. But other writers are more interested in the connections between literature and pleasure. Take a look, for example, at Nash's infamous poem, A Choice of Valentines, known popularly as Nash's Dildo, for reasons which will become apparent if you read it. Throughout the module, you'll find writers returning to the issue of whether literature should be good for you, asking, is it legitimate to read for pleasure? What are the relationships between literature and desire? From this question about why we should read, we then go on to explore how people encountered texts in this period. The way individuals consumed literature was completely different to how we might engage with text today. So we look at the Renaissance theatre and consider how dramatists such as Shakespeare and Ben Jonson wrote for early modern stages such as the Globe Theatre. And we think about the ways in which poetry was read in manuscript, as well as how early modern writers exploited the possibilities of print publication. Another central theme in the module is the way in which early modern writers used literary text to express their subjectivity, the ways in which they explored what it means to be an I. We look at how writers position themselves in relation to established literary texts and conventions. For example, the way John Donne transforms the Petrarchan discourses of love to explore a new paradigm of desire. But we also think about some of the tensions in this process. For example, how female writers seek to navigate forms which have previously been dominated by men. The module will allow you to explore how identity is reflected through discourses of desire and the pressures placed on the self in a period which was run through with political and religious tensions. Which brings me to the final key topic, which is the relationship between literature and authority. An important part of the module is to think about how writers negotiated authority in their texts, be it religious, political or social. So we look at how Thomas Wyatt negotiated the court of Henry VIII at the start of the period. And then later on we study The Duchess of Malfi, a play which again focuses on the dangerous world of court politics, and in particular the way in which a woman seeks to navigate this very patriarchal world. So by the end of the module you will have encountered a whole range of new ideas and debates as they expressed in the literary texts of this period, and you'll have the skills to read these texts closely within a wider contextual framework. The module has 3 assessments. There is a 2,000-word research essay worth 60%, a closed reading exam worth 30%, and a 10% seminar participation mark, which reflects your engagement with the module, for example through your preparation for and participation in seminar discussions. The module is taught through a combination of 2 lectures and 1 seminar each week. The lectures are designed to start you thinking about the important critical and cultural context of the module. They are there to act as a prompt for your own readings, which you can then explore and refine further in seminar discussions. If you have any questions about the module, then please contact me by email and I'll be happy to give you any extra information you need.